Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. Road to Alluvion Skirmish. Take fucking 5 billion, cause goddamn if we actually make it there ever. So we've got our reforged artifact armor, which this is just like the very first stage reforging them. They started doing artifact armor reforging because basically they gave Rune Fencer and Geomancer item level 109 artifact armor. That's their first artifact armor that you just straight up quest. And so they were like, well, we should probably, like they wanted to do artifact armor for Rune Fencer and Geomancer, but, make it relevant to the content that's coming out for Adeline. And so, what do they do to make it fair to all the other jobs? They let everyone reforge their artifact armor and item level, and decided to keep it as a progression system. And they've come out with up to +3 for the standard AF, and I think up to +3 of the relic armor from Dynamis. And I think Empyrean armor from Abyssia is up to +2. Something like that. But I think we'll complete our row objective now if we just talk to Izikoth. Yay! I have no idea what a Malia Kalea orb is for, but let's see if we can sell it, because I need money like crazy. But also, let's see. Artifact Reforger 2? Aw, you son of a bitch. Okay, well, the game day literally just changed. But, man. This is what I get for getting home at the wrong time. Also, I'm tremendously bothered by the fact. I mean, I guess. Okay, it makes some sense, right? They had us do skirmish, and skirmish is the first way, or one of the first ways to start getting item level gear. And they guaranteed we'd get a few pieces of like I-113, I-115, or whatever. And now, they're, let's see, 3 + 1, Behemoth leather and a Hepatizin ingot, and 8 copies of Rimstails Chapter 7. Okay, and then we get a halfway decent I-119 piece for Warrior that is still kind of sucky compared to Ambuscade armor. But yeah, they had us go look at Ambuscade. They're like, hey, look, this is the level of gear you're going to need to get. Oh dear God, how much is this going to cost? Square Behemoth leather? That's not going to be cheap. And before I get cock-blocked by... Oh, actually it's tremendously cheap. Awesome. That works for me, that works for me. What about the Hepatizin ingot, which is probably under smithing? I imagine the Hepatizin ingot will be more expensive because it goes into all the Hepatizin stuff, as well as other stuff. And no, I guess it's in goldsmithing. Okay. Oh, yep, okay, 26 on the auction house. 50k, okay, 50k, that's still kind of pricey for me, in my opinion, but not that bad, not that bad at all. And I think from that one previous row, right, they gave us Rim's chapters all the way up to chapter 10, like 12 of each, right? So, oh, wrong artifact woman. She did say chapter 7, right? Okay. So now we have what, 19 endgame hours. That's like 38 minutes before we can actually. Oh, that's painful. Huh. A unique barred dagger that's in the kukri shape. It looks like it has a unique texture too. Interesting. 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 So what do we do for 38 minutes while we're waiting to try to get into Alluvion Skirmish? Well, I guess we could go do more ambuscade or something. We could switch to another job and start leveling for 38 minutes. I mean, I've never... Well, it's not that I've never done leveling on camera. I know I did some leveling on camera back towards the start of the Let's Play. But I tried to keep leveling off the camera as much as possible, just for the simple fact that it is repetitive. Right? I mean, I guess the whole game is repetitive to some extent because it's an MMO, but... I don't know. Like, if I had to invent commentary the entire time I was grinding in this game, I think I might go insane. You can already tell sometimes I struggle for commentary. You know, just by how much I tell you about my personal life, right? Like... But I mean, come on, like, Let's Plays, unless they're strictly guide, they're just sort of the Let's Player hanging out with themselves, talking to their camera, you know, acting like they're talking to an audience. And oh, this shield is actually a, it's got the, that statue that's supposed to be of Altana from, the middle of Adeline, Eastern Adeline. Ah, that's neat. What a beautiful shield. Of course, we could also do some inventory management. There's a lot of stuff we could sell. Try to sell anyway, or throw away. Because, like, as painful as it is to get rid of all this old stuff, you know, there's far better stuff for us to get and use. And, like, we can't sell it all, can't throw it all away, but, like, a lot of it we can. A lot of it we can just get rid of. And, of course, a lot of it we want to hang on to. But we don't want to hang on to it so bad that we're, you know, just jonesing, you know. In fact, a lot of our extra sets items, like if it's sellable, I should probably try to sell it, because we are at the point where, you know, once our job's level or whatever, you know, that's it. Like, most of this gear becomes obsolete, and it's just taking up space. Of course, some of the stuff we can't really sell on the auction house, and it doesn't make sense to try to sell some of it too. But, well, we don't need the mercurial sword at all anymore, because we already, like, we don't have capped greatsword skill on Dark Knight or Rune Fencer, but we capped it on Warrior, which is the third highest greatsword skill in the game. So that would serve us for any of those other jobs. Once they hit 99, they would cap pretty quickly after that. Let's see. Guess we don't really need... You know, some of this stuff I just, like, kept because I got it from the Goblin Daily Box, and I thought maybe it'd make a cool style log, but this Porthos Bernie, it's literally just the Bernie. Which, like, it's not terrible looking, but I was never really a fan of it. It's basically like, it looks like a Habergeon with like a sort of brownish, orangish leather part. And then the metal shoulders have orange, really bright orange, you know, on the inner part of the armpit. I don't know, it just doesn't look very appealing to me. I prefer the regular Habergeon. honestly. Ah, dude, we could throw away these Outrider mitts. They're worthless to us at this point. Let's see. The Outrider hose too. Yeah, that's something you gotta watch out for with your inventory. Sometimes it's pretty easy to like get something at one point during your playthrough and think to yourself, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that a lot, or oh yeah, that's an amazing piece, and then you just never get rid of it because like you were keeping it, you know, and then like you didn't think to get rid of it for so long that by the time the time rolls around that you could get rid of it, you just don't want to. Because you're like, well, why would I? And then you don't, and that's how you wind up with inventory issues. Of course, for me, it's more that an awful lot of this stuff is incredibly nostalgic, and I have a devil of a time getting rid of anything that's just, nostalgic. Sorry, I had to turn the mic away. I sneezed incredibly loud. Turning into my dad, one sneeze at a time. My dad's one of those dads that when he starts sneezing, he just keeps sneezing. And it's like, you tell him to blow his nose, and then he'll be like, I did! And it's more of that, like, sometimes when you sneeze, you don't need to blow your nose, you're just sneezing. And those are the times that he tries to blow his nose. But then, like, you hear him sneeze, he sneezes like 9 times in a row, shakes the whole house. Then you hear him sniffle, like, except, a lot more snotty sounding. And, actually, I don't even know if the mic picked that up, but whatever. You hear snotty, snooty, breath. Him sucking the snot up into his nose. Because he just, almost sneezed out like, double loogie bomb out of his nose. And then you're like, blow your nose. And he's like, it won't help. And it's just like, dude, please. Please, have some self-awareness. Of course, anytime I talk to my dad, he's definitely one of those guys that, or one of those parents that, he gets a forever image of how he thinks his kids are. And no matter how much you change, it's just like, nope, you're exactly the same as you were when you were 15. Or the last time I cared about, your actual state of being. I'm actually surprised we can get this much money for this stuff. I guess I shouldn't complain, because I need money, but... one of these sell a month, basically. I'll just NPC that if I can. What about this headlong belt? Oh, neat. Okay, we can sell that. We've got, the frickin', no, only like 10k. Sag. Okay. We could probably sell this hail ring at this point. Like, it's not that it's a terrible ring, and I'm pretty sure it's in a lot of my red mage sets still, at least as far as my macros go. But we're kind of at the point where, we need specialized stats, and we need way more stats than that in our rings. All of our jobs are 75 or higher. Like, we can actually start getting rid of things that are no longer good for us to use. Like, There's no reason to hold ourselves back. Although there's some stuff like these quest reward rings that I'll probably never get rid of, just for the simple fact that like they're quest rewards and you can't get them anywhere else. And I'm a hoarder, and obviously we don't want to get rid of like major gear set items. And then of course we want to keep some items for lock style. And so it goes, so it goes. But yeah, there's other stuff we can just like throw away though, you know? Other stuff we can just not even give a damn about. Of course, no. There's also stuff we've gotten from the Gabi box that we can turn in, like those Levendopt wings I just saw in my Mog safe. I think I can grab them, of the ones I got from Skirmish the other day now, and give them to the old woman in Adeline and get them out of my inventory. Because I think she holds them for you, as well as the other butterfly wings that they give you. I guess we could use those dial key abjurations and see what abjurations we get. So much stuff to just get rid of. Ooh-wee. You know, I held on to this crab meat and this cockatrice meat because I was like, I'm gonna level cooking. And I've literally never used them. Oy vey. Honestly, I don't know if I should hang on to the artifact weapons, because I don't think they reforge those at all, ever. But part of me is always scared they're gonna, like, make a quest to reforge them, but honestly, I don't think that we should care about that too much. We can probably put this Vermilion cloak on the auction house, too. We don't really care about refresh, like, at such a low level, and I mean, it's probably still like our body piece we wear on some of the mage jobs, since I was like, I really phoned it in when I leveled all the mage jobs. But we got other stuff we could wear, so, I mean, eh. Let's see. That's one of the subligars for the Bridge of the Stylist quest. Get you a Soul Eater body. I probably meant to do that a long time ago and never did. And now the body piece that you could get from it is useless to us. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of that. I think that's going to be one of those things that, even though it was a period piece, like, amazing... Oh, that reminds me of all that Outrider gear that I don't need. Gotta be careful when you throw away stuff, though. It's really easy to, like, get into a mood where you're just like, get rid of this shit, get rid of this shit, get rid of this shit. And what's funny is some people automate, actually a lot of people automate throwing away their shit. But in order to throw away your shit like that and not have it bite you in the ass, you have to like manually write in everything that has to be thrown away. And sometimes people do it by keywords. And there's this one guy like on the forum that just keeps like coming back and saying, oh, I threw away all my, you know, whatever it was. And it was really important. How do I stop? Like, why does it keep disappearing from my inventory? And it's just like, dude, it's because you have it set up to be thrown out. Like, come on, dude, get real, you know. So you gotta watch out for that. Obviously, when we got all these spell scrolls, and when we, like, this isn't even nearly all the spells we actually need for all these jobs. Whenever we level jobs, we're gonna have to, you know, buy spells or find spells. And that's gonna be a whole nother bag of dicks. Let's see, we don't really need the Imminent Volg anymore at all. I don't think we're ever gonna need this Tantra necklace. Even like it's not. Some of the stuff I just like threw in here because I was like, oh yeah, I probably won't throw that. Won't. I'll probably use that. And then I didn't. Now, also, even though I complained about the row objectives, like sort of throwing us off the beaten trail and like making us do things that I don't find to be actually related to what I want to do, it's good for us long term because it's teaching us more about like this era of the game that I don't know a lot about. Like, I'm really happy to learn that I don't have to hang on to the Rimstails chapters, that there's an NPC I can just shove them into whenever I have them, and she just holds them forever. And she's a female elven at that. Good. See, we don't need the Howlung brass key. Set. You take these Rimtails chapters back, you bitch. Thanks. I was thinking about methods for making gil. I don't know what I'll do. I actually made a lot of gil by pure chance. I did a lot of farming too, though, when I was making my relics. I made 3 relics. Like, I know how to make gil. It just takes time and effort. You just have to do things in the game that basically create gil. Like, cap your sparks and your accolades every week. I haven't been doing that. I don't know if I want to NPC that for 9,000 or what. Conquest points, farming, just, straight farming gil and quicksand caves and stuff like that. Like, there's plenty of options for us. They're all fairly easy. It's just time, basically. Time is money. At some point we're going to have to throw our Joyous away. Not yet, obviously, because we're going to use it when we level, probably when we level Red Mage, Paladin, Bard, Corsair, and Dancer. So, gotta hold on to it till then. But yeah, we're reaching the point where our nostalgia items are stuff that we are, they become inventory -1 after a certain point. And that's just the sad truth. Although I find it easier to throw away stuff on Calm Wind than on my main character, because Calm Wind's history is basically, 2 years of steady Let's Play, and yeah, I guess I could go beat the Goblin ambuscade After I turn in these Lebendop wings. Also, I can't remember which. I think there's a row objective coming up that's like trade 2 of some sort of these wings to someone, and you get the Alluvion Skirmish, another Alluvion Skirmish weapon, I think. Because I know my main character has 2. He has the sword and the great sword Alluvion Skirmish weapons, and it's possible to get those weapons directly from the skirmish themselves, but I don't recall getting them that way. I only recall doing the Alluvion Skirmish and the row objectives. That's pretty much it. Oh, do you not hold these? You Damon? Okay, she's talking about Alluvion Skirmish. Okay, that's cool and all, but will you take my... I'm sure she's saying a bunch of funny shit. The fact of the matter is, though, I don't care as much about the lore of these 2 old people NPCs as I should. I think you kind of get the gist of it. They're an old couple, one's a geomancer, one's a rune fencer, and she's wearing a Mott's cap, if you notice. Let's see what she said, actually. See, I'm not any old weather crone despite the way you rolled your eyes at me earlier. I'd like to call them a new kind of simulacrum, but isn't that name a bit tiresome? I've got something better. Why don't we call them Eudaemon? And the skirmishes they've tuned to need a moniker that'll knock your socks off. Let's see. You think I should go and pass out like that right here at this table? Granny may be past her prime, but she's not one to nod off in the middle of a conversation. I've got it. We'll call them Alluvion Skirmishes. My brain can't keep up where my body can't, that's for sure. You might find a pernicious fiend on the other side of those living cairns. If you see him, ask him what the future holds. My future may be a bit shorter than I care to admit, yet I can't help but be a bit curious. 2 ex-adventurers, basically, who discovered Skirmish. Something like that. I think we need the primer. And actually, since it's like the cusp of the month changing, I don't know if the ambuscade stops. Like, I don't know if, like, I only ever did ambuscade a handful of times on my main character, like just enough to get row objectives done and get like a couple pieces of, like, I think my main character has like the Alluvia's breastplate, and then I think maybe the legs, and that's like it. That was very low effort on him. Okay, there's still people here, which means they're killing goblins for the primer. Using a Trizec ring around here? Maybe it's just something he's doing ahead of time before he teleports somewhere else. This moblin has stone skin on. Metsu EP is over there casting every ninjutsu known to man. I'm over here like, maybe I should have summoned Zaid. Oh, yep. Okay, so You saw that group of people run by. I'm sure I've gone over it before by now, but the ambuscade primers that let you do ambuscade, you have to go kill monsters that give AXP. And you can do it in a group, at least it would seem. And the Japanese players are making me really envious. Because, like, they run through here with their Master Stars together as groups. And they're like, yeah, let's do ambuscade together. And I'm just like, just here, you know. It's like, oh, yeah, don't mind me. Just gonna get these, you know, goblin kills. Hee 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 hee. I do ambuscade too. I don't even know what our shield skill is at. I'm pretty sure it's not anywhere close to cap. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yay, we got the pointer. We're the greatest. I love the Matsui P Trust, I really do. I kind of wish, though, that his AI was good enough to, or his script was good enough to have enough if-then statements to be like, if monster will die, you know, like before the duration of this effect I'm doing happens, you know, based on like his auto attack damage or something, then you know, don't cast it and just beat the fuck out of it. Because that's kind of like, you know, the double-edged sword of enfeeblement and enfeebling magic. It's like, if you need enfeebling magic to bring the strength of the monster down so you can kill it, then it's super important and really interesting, and you talk about it, and like, it's necessary. But then, like, if you're so much stronger than the monster that, you know, the enfeebling is effectively not doing anything, and like, for example, let's say you had 1,000 evasion, right? And you were fighting a monster that only had 200 accuracy. Would it really make any sense for you to blind it and be like, ah ha ha, I lowered your accuracy even more? And the answer is, no, it wouldn't. Because it couldn't, you know, it had a 5% chance to hit you before you lowered its accuracy, and after you lowered its accuracy, it still has a 5% chance to hit you. Same things with buffs, really. If, you know, if the buff won't actually do anything for you, like, if you're already beating the monster stats by, like, a super wide margin, you know, the buffs aren't, you know, really doing much. But, you know, if you're right on the cusp, right, or if you're, like, right there, you know, like, a little bit under the monster stats, you know, buffs take you up over it, and suddenly you're at a massive advantage rather than a disadvantage. Okay, we could use the sword and shield, I think, if we want to, I guess. I don't know if it's actually gonna make it much of a difference. Nah, you know what? Savage Blade spam is not something I'm about. I'm not about that life. Let's use our great sword. Although we gotta alter our style if we want it to look cool. I don't even know what this Ophidian sword is supposed to be like what weapon it's referencing. They put these joke versions of the weapons into the monthly rewards a lot, and I don't know what the actual weapons are. But you know, they put them in specifically so you can style lock them. But they are actually based on real weapons that have some sort of actual stat value, damage value effect. I mean, at least most of the time. Sometimes they're literally just glamours, but. Jamon! Also, I'm not sure if Signet does anything inside of Ambuscade. I don't think it does. We don't have it, and I'm not going to go get it. But if it does, if Signet works in Ambuscade, let me know. I don't know everything, and the wikis don't know everything either. You know, I was doing the augments on this Istazu +2 sword, and I think the only guide this sword shows up in is actually Red Mage Guide. I mean, I haven't ever looked at a Paladin guide because I don't like the Paladin job. But the Istazu, in the Red Mage Guide on the auction house site, it used to say next to it, this is a decent starter option. You know, you need I-119 weapon. The row objective for this pops up fairly quickly in Adeline. Get it, you know, use it, replace it. But nowadays it says, this weapon sucks dick, and you shouldn't even, I'm not even going to talk about it. Don't use it. And it's like listed below the Sparks sword, and I'm just thinking to myself, Okay, so they actually, for most of the last month, I've actually been doing this, I've been doing this assault with, I guess, enhanced trusts. They had a lot more HP than normal, so we might actually run into some issues. But I'm noticing now that my trust's HP and MP is a lot lower than even just yesterday. So, we might be in trouble, but whatever. If we die, we die. It's no different than dying before. Maybe I should have come Blue Mage since I knew my trusts were weaker than before. Ah well. Yeah, get him. Nobody in my trust setup nor myself can magic first. Yeehaw. I think it would behoove us to take one of these guys out really quickly, so we might as well use our stub. But I don't know why they're beating on me instead of blind roll all of a sudden, but you know, whatever. Oh yeah, we're taking way more damage, and our trusts are running out of MP. Yeah, we might die just for the fact that the trust campaign, I guess, let me abuse this a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I read about, apparently the ambuscade has been going on for so long now that every like year or two, people who keep up with it, they see the same ambuscades again and again. Apparently the Scoblin one is one of the older ones. And if you bring a red mage, or like a really strong enfeebler that has bind and gravity, you can have like a simulcast bind on the Deathbringers and the Warbringer or whatever, and then just deal with the Dawn. Oh, we got a 3-step light. Fusion in the light. And, oh, resolution did 20,000 damage just flat. Amazing. So yeah, you deal with the Dawn first instead of the Deathbringers, because you leave them bound. Or like you bind, like, I don't know, I read that you bind it, and by binding it, it causes, you know, one or both of the other goblins, or maybe it's the Don himself, I don't really remember. But, you know, Lionel might be in trouble with the whole, let's switch to our sword real quick and try to get Flat Blade going. Like, Bozetto's not immune to stun as far as I can tell, especially not from weapon skills. And we can disrupt his chain spell a little bit, give our trust just enough breathing room. I mean, assuming we ever stop being paralyzed, that is. Come on. Don't die on me, Lionel. Okay, I think chain spell is over. We can probably just stay on sword if we want to. And do Savage Blade with Fencer and the Moonshade Earring, and yeah, Fencer and the Moonshade Earring. Savage Blade is pretty fucking ridiculous. Even you know, we just have the Anahira sword. We don't even have fucking Nageling or the Kaja sword or anything stupid awesome. We just have, yeah. But this is why Savage Blade is taking over the game. Like, we already knew Savage Blade was ridiculous from, you know, it doing 5,000 damage and 75 cap. Like, let's get real here. Oh, and also Savagery merits. 500 TP bonus on Warcry. Woohoo! Okay, it was a little dicey there. But yeah, that's VE. You can meathead the goblins. You just gotta bring Prish 2, because she has Curaga 5 to deal with all that extra bomb damage you're gonna be dealing with. Yeehaw! Although, now that it's gonna be May, it's gonna be May! Also, I turned 33 in 24 hours. Yeah, with the ambuscade changing over, we're actually gonna run out of like, they reset your hallmarks, they reset your total hallmarks, and I think there's a grace period where you can spin the hallmarks, but yeah, we might as well you know, grab something else out of this. You know what would actually be really good is if we got 1,000 hallmarks, we could get a Jacquerie robe that has refresh on it for when we level Red Mage and all, but also it's for Blue Mage, Black Mage, Geomancer, and I think Scholar too. And it's based off the Morrigan set from Salvage, like how the Alluvion set is Ares. So if we... I don't know if we could do very difficult at this point with the Dragon. Dragon's a lot easier than the Goblins. I guess we could try it. We could try the very difficult with weaker trust than normal. It just may or may not go well. I don't mind losing though. You know I don't mind losing on camera. It's just we ain't got the J change for like another couple minutes, and might as well just whip out 2 trusts to kill these dragons faster. And if we get the very difficult one beaten, of course, if we grab the normal quality Jackery robe right now, and then the Jackery sets and the salvage sets more or less are available as +1 total hallmarks reward next month, then it could be a waste of time because it would be more efficient to just get the total hallmarks reward. But whatever. Let's kill some dragons, try to kill a dragon, and then move on with our lives. Yay! Although, I think by the time the tome page flares up, the day change will have happened. You know what? I think you've seen me beat the dragon, right? So, like, we don't need to go do that, necessarily. Let's go to Juno and get, oh, come on, brain. Brain. Let's go ahead and get our next row objective done, and that way we can see if there's like some other bullshit that's gonna involve game day wait. That way we don't like... I mean, we'd still have to wait another game day, which we're not gonna do in this recording, but... You know, I wanna be prepared, you know? I wanna know if I should spend basically the rest of this video fighting a dragon, or if I should, you know, stop the recording and go look up like Sharon Lee, you know, busty Asian. Come on now, the day changed. Yeah, give me that shit. Okay, so we put this on, we go talk to Dooflotch again. Yeah, not port. We want markets. Some of the tendons in my right hand have been seizing up today on the, what is that called? not the palm, but the back of your hand. I don't know, the back side of my hand near the thumb. Big tendon that goes over to your thumb. That's been like seizing up on me today, and I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now then, what's next? Alluvion Skirmish, Rala Waterways. There we fucking go. We're finally there. We can finally go do Alluvion Skirmish. Hold the phone. You know, let's go do that. Let's go do Alluvion Skirmish. Holy crap. Like, we're finally there. 50 minutes into like the 4th video of me saying I want to go do Alluvion Skirmish so I can get this really good greatsword. And we're finally there. Fine. Whew. And again, we won't even have to actually win it to get the row objective done. We just gotta kill monsters. But I will try to win it, because if we can kill some of the notorious monsters that are in there, depending on whatever our objective is, and regardless of our objective, actually, some of the NMs in Alluvion Skirmish, they just straight drop. At least from what I've read on the wiki, they just straight drop these, or maybe cause them to drop from the skirmish. Something like that. Like, we have a possibility of getting multiple Alluvion Skirmish weapons, which can be augmented to have as much base damage or more base damage than some of the I-119 relics. At least prior to those relics having augments gained through, I think, the event that's known as Odyssey? Or maybe it's Sheol? Or something like that. They're not as good as relics, mind you, still. Relics, Mythics, Empyreans, Aeonics, when they get to item level and get their augments, even before they get their augments, you know, they still have their hidden effects of like triple damage and their additional effects and stuff. So it's a whole thing, you know. It's, Living Cairn, I don't know what that is. There a map? No, there's no map. Do I summon my trusts, or do I touch this cairn first? I don't remember Alluvion Skirmish. So, maybe I fucked up. Maybe I didn't. To make Mist Maws appear, vanquish 22 stormy autochtons. Okay. That doesn't seem like it's too tall of an order. Let's grab Matsui P and try to be like, hello. Oh, we've gained enmity. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, I think me and Valinor can duo one. Why not? Oh, more than duo one. Okay. But obviously, I should have gotten all my other trusts out. I just didn't know if using the thing was going to make Valinor disappear. I didn't want to have to be waiting on trust timers, you know? Out Matsui P, Olmia. Grab Moru because he puts debuffs on stuff, and we might need that. Since this is giving item level 119 weapons and stuff, I would assume that it's item level 119 content at the very minimum. And the Mistmaw monsters are what drop, or supposedly drop, the stuff that we want. Yeah, bitch. Benefits, please. I guess in Alluvion Skirmish we don't get to choose. I have no idea what prowess we just gained, but I would guess it's total MP, judging by the fact that I suddenly have, like, what looks like over 1,000 MP. and enhanced movement speed? I both like and don't like this music. Like that back through line, you know, the needle, like it's too constant. It goes on for too long. Then when the real instrumentation starts, like what just started right now, it gets good. But that thing droning on in the background, like trying to make this feel like a horror movie or whatever, it's kind of insufferable. Is this a different ascension or the same ascension? I guess we could check active benefits, but I'd rather just run and find more monsters to kill so that we can get the Mist Maws. I'm even gonna switch to my weapon skill here. Get fucked. Give me those benefits. Yay, we got our coupon to get the great sword that we desire, and that I desire. Oh snap, our TP gain is amazing. At least I feel like it's amazing. It should be good, I mean, with Samurai sub and all. Yeah, I'm assuming that the Mist Maws are what's actually the meat, and that these monsters are particularly weak just for the simple fact that we didn't use a really high visage, like we didn't use tier 5, but also because of the fact that they're not the actual boss. This is the trash. This is like literal trash monsters. Highly atypical for 11, if you ask me. If this had been like old style content, they would have made these monsters so ridiculously strong that like we wouldn't be able to hardly make the time even with crusts. Man, another noetic ascension. Don't mind if I do, but you know. Oh, they gave us free TP fill. How about that? That was nice of them. And look, yet another Noetic Ascension. It's getting kind of crazy here. Ooh, a Crack Claw. Oh, wait. Maybe we have all the benefits we can get? I don't know. Oh boy, we get tacked fast. And this thing has a lot of HP, it looks like. But we can change that for him. Oh, did I get a 4 sugar worship proc? Oh. Did it ever give us... Did any of these Noetic Ascensions ever give us the map? Don't suppose it matters too much, but... If I gotta kill 22 of these things, I'd like to be able to look at them on wide scan. I've gotten so used to having wide scan that I've been spoiled. Of course, considering we either ran into an Ascension we already had, I think maybe we just ran in a circle and the monsters have been respawning? I don't know. Man. Oh, we can wide scan even without the map, but nothing's appearing. Huh. There they are. But, oh, they don't. Nothing appears on wide scan in Alluvion Skirmish, huh? Okay. Very well. Oh. +1 stones, huh? Okay, so primary objective is kill a Mist Maw. Question is, where's the Mist Maw? I guess we'll save up TP. We can't see it on wide scan, so we'll just have to find it. Okay, our attack speed's getting kind of wacko. Stormy, stormy. Stormy, stormy. Where's my Mist Maw? Don't hold out on me, Alluvion Skirmish. Give me my Mist Maw. Is this a dead end? Yes. If I remember right, I have a vague memory of fighting a Mist Maw course, I want to say. Back in the day, when I did this. I think it dropped me the scythe. Mist Maw Texizicatl. And it's an Aragonite. Oh dear god, this could be bad. Alright, Matsui P. Do your stuff so I can do my stuff. Matsui P. There you go, Matsui P. Giant light skill chain. Yeah, I've been ready for the skill change since the cows came home there, that's VP. Okay, so we got a Finestral key. It's not telling us that there's any secondary objective. It dropped a Kumbakarna to Kumbakarna. Oh, the axe! How about that? The one-handed axe. Okay, I'll take it. I mean, fuck. Why not? Okay, and I guess we'll use our Finestral key and then we can, hey, you know, Alluvion Skirmish. We can get really good weapons just by putting visages together. Okay. I guess we'll take them all. I don't know. We can sell them. We're not really interested in any of these, at least not for these weapons. What we want to use are Dusk Slit stones. At least as far as my memory serves. And just like the regular skirmish weapons that we upgraded, the augments, like, they're random within a range. And the reason we want Dusk weapons is because they increase the weapon's base damage, and that's the main buff to these is their base damage gets pretty ridiculous. But in all honesty, they're outright ridiculous. They like, you can get some pretty good accuracy on them. You can usually get weapon skill damage, although it's usually pretty small. I think the greatsword we want, the MacBain, like the maximum augments I've seen on it in screenshots on the auction house site, it's like plus 36 base damage, which makes it have more base damage than an I-119 Ragnarok. Of course, it doesn't have any hidden effect, but I mean, I think it has a delay of 510. So you get a ridiculous amount of TP for swinging it. So you get TP really fast. It's got plus 242 skill, so it's one of the higher skill I-119s. And you get, I think it's 15 accuracy, 15 attack, and like 7 store TP or something. So, like, it's ridiculous. It's a pretty ridiculously good greatsword. Although there are other greatswords that we could get, that we could work towards. Like, there's a Unity one called the Montante, and it's high quality version, and with at base level is like a few, it's like, I think 299 base damage. It has like triple attack plus 5. I think it has like accuracy plus 30 or something. And then you can augment it to have like, I think up to like 320 base damage and some other stuff if you go through Sheol Jail, which apparently is just unlocking that zone and walking through it or something. I'm not really too sure on all that. Oh, we can do Alluvion Skirmish and Certus next. More Alluvion Skirmish, more row objective rewards. In all honesty, though, I have some Dusk Slit stones in my mobile house, and I think they're only plus 1. We want plus 2, I believe, because the quality of the stone, I think, impacts the quality of the augment. Of course, we might not be able to afford +2 versions off the auction house at the moment. And I was pretty sure that the if we try waiting for an Adeline dial again, they only give +1 stones. So they're not like terrible, but they're not, you know, they're not ideal. But I mean, eh. Let's see. And of course, we'll have to go visit the Moogle as well. Also, though, with that axe we got, that means we could try out one-handed axe, get a bunch of axe skill or something. One-handed axe is kind of in an awkward place, and we don't have the Empyrean weapon skill for it either, which is kind of its niche right now, at least for warrior. But let's put that axe on, actually. Let's look at that. Huh. It's pretty big and round. That's what she said. Yeah, BTFX, why not? Of course, it might be a bad idea to try to skill up an Alluvion Skirmish, but, you know, whatever. Let's go to Port Bastock real quick, though, and get our coupon turned in. And then I guess we can go to Serta's, and we don't have to complete Serta's objective. Although we'll have to build a Eudaemon to do that, won't we? Of course. Oh, right. Here, dude. All right. We can look at these and like see what they're like, you know. A dagger called Epatam. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use that. It's interesting that it's Red Mage, Thief, Bard, and Dancer, though. Clydehem Soluis. This one is the one that they say in guides. It's like, this is the one you should be picking up as your starter weapon. Its base damage is amazing. And you can get, you know, quadruple attack on it or whatever. But here, this is what we actually want. We want the MacBain. And you see, it starts out pretty, pretty... Like, look at it. Look at it over the Taco Claymore, right? Like, one day, if we actually do the Ambuscade upgrade path, the Taco Claymore will overtake the MacBain quite readily, especially at base. But, I mean, it's already, you know, an upgrade over that. But then we go to Adeline, and let's go see how much Dusk Slit Stones +2 cost. I think it's Dusk Slit that we want to use anyway. And we're still low on Baled, by the way. I went out, and these augments are gonna cost Baled, so we won't be able to do as many as yesterday, or well, I say yesterday, last recording. Let's see. I don't know if those are under Miscellaneous 1 or Miscellaneous 2. Yeah, Dusk Slit Stones. What's the stack of +2 cost? 1.3 mil, Jesus. Okay, so individually, not too much. Which, you know, we don't have a lot of Baled anyway, so, you know, whatever. Part of me wonders why these sell for so much, though. I wouldn't think people would be investing too heavily in the Alluvion Skirmish weapons when the Ambuscade and the Domain Invasion and all the other ones exist. Like, the only reason we're investing in these is because, you know, this is a Let's Play character, and I'm kind of like, you know, purposely restricting my progress in storylines. And I want upgrades I can get between storylines so that I can do grinding between storylines, because, you know, I'm like that. Yeah, let's see if we can buy. I think we bought 5 of these already, and the auctions house is just not updating. But yeah, there's a table on the wiki you can go look at and see what upgrades you get from what. And I'm pretty sure Dusk Slit is what we want. I know Dusk Stone category is what we want, because the Dusk Stones, there's Skirmish and Alluvion Skirmish and a later Adeline zone called Rakaznar, and I'm pretty sure the Dusk Stones come from that. And Rakaznar was, you know, like the last Seekers of Adeline zone. It's basically like Castles of All, but for Adeline, with a more eldritch sort of flair to it. It's got like a questionable origin, and is linked to darkness and all that. But you need so many of these stones because, again, it's randomized, and I think we still do it at Devani Gamani or whatever, so that's not going to change. But like, honestly, if we get, all I want for my MacBain, really, I want a minimum of 33 damage. I want the MacBain to have over 300 base damage, because I think that's a break point for two-hander weapons. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it's a break point. Alright, do you see anything new before I start showing these to you, or? No, I don't think so. Wait, how much bailed do I got? I've got 3,000 bailed. Alright, how much does it cost to do the thing? Got a 50. Oh, it takes obsidian fragments. Okay. Save TP plus 90. I don't know if I care about save TP. Is that how this works? Or did I just need... I don't recall save TP being in the... Damage plus 28. Okay, we're on the right track. We're on the right track. It's not quite what I want, but strength plus 20, vitality plus 20. Craziness. Craziness. I would love to get that in addition to the base damage, but I really just want the base damage. Oh, come on, if you're gonna throw attributes at me, throw them at me harder. Oh, come on. Come on, be kind to me. Last Dusk Split Thumb plus 2. HP plus 53, are you serious? Sag. Well, I guess... Okay, I guess we'll equip our MacBain, our Gimp MacBain, by the way. My main character has a MacBain with damage plus 35, and accuracy plus, and attack plus 15, and store TP plus 7. And I don't know how the, I mean, isn't this a cool looking greatsword too? It's kind of, you know, not straight, you know, it's got that whole appeal to it. Let's see what these plus 1 Dusk Slit Stones can do. Strength plus 13, okay. But man, if we need obsidian fragments, that means like we're gonna run out of augments far before we get anything worthwhile. Also, I find it weird that I don't even remember... Oh, damage plus 19. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Let's see if we can... I don't think we can, but let's see if we can get more damage on MacBain with just +1 stones. Like I don't think we can, but I don't know. I might as well try. I feel like. Oh, you do not have enough obsidian fragments. Go figure. Man, another reason I need Gil. I need Gil so I can get the upgrades I want on these. So that I buy the +2 stones or whatever. Yeah, I don't think these aren't top-notch augments, at all. But I mean, I guess for our first round of them, then it's kind of whatever. The other stones, they have their uses. There's also, I think, some Alluvion Skirmish instruments and things that you can get stuff on. But I don't know nothing about it. Oh, domain invasion armor. It's got lower stats, but apparently is amazing in domain invasion. That's for sure. Oh man, am I disconnecting? Oh, I'm disconnecting. God damn it. I was gonna go do a thing. Ah well, I suppose if I fully disconnect and this isn't just a huge lag spike and I mean we're already at like an hour and a half, so yeah, you see up here in the right hand corner where these arrows are turned yellow. They're normally green. That's the send and response. The response is 0, so we're not getting any response from the server. We're sending data, and it's very slow and small, and the server's just like, nah, bro. Oh, oh, oh. Disconnect. We have R0'd. Yeah. It's funny how MMOs develop different, terms based on what you see on the screen. Like, in Final Fantasy XI, when you disconnect randomly, you get error 90,000. And so they call it, getting 90K'd. And, this is error code Final Fantasy XI 4001, but we don't call this 4K'd. We call it R0'd because that's what you see first. R0.